Hi folks, I hope you're well. I've done this video once or twice before, and let's see how it goes this time. So I don't remember exactly what I said last time, it doesn't matter. But the reality is, yes, if you can focus on your relationship with God, and if you can understand what that is, with a father, and you can understand what that is, you can understand you're not supposed to love God, you're supposed to be in love with God. Then you don't need to try to not sin at all, because when you are in love with God, you want to do things in his nature rather than the nature of someone in this world. So therefore you stop doing the things you were doing before. You don't have to try to stop, you just stop. Now, it's going to take time with different people, depending upon their behaviour, depending upon what their issue is, and how easy it is to fall into it. Because obviously, some things take longer. Lust, sexual lust, for example, takes longer. Because, if you've got used to looking at women in a lustful manner, and given into that, then it's going to take time for you to see these people as God sees them. But once you start seeing women, all women, the way that God sees them, once you start understanding about that they are actually a person, they're not an object. Because the problem is with lust, that person is an object more than a person at that time. So therefore, and when you understand that most people are still, that they still have that little child in them, and when you understand how much God loves those people, those women, that man, whatever. If you're a woman and lust is about a man, obviously it's about the man. So therefore, when you understand how God loves them, and then you love them the same, the lust is gone. You don't need to try to stop. You will just stop. Judging people, again, when you understand what God is saying about that, then you will just stop. That's the situation. See? Oh boy, was you sleeping? Yeah, good boy. Little Saul was having a sleep, see. Bambi just had a big yawn. Now, as I say, it's, because that's the point. Church tells people they're a sinner. Why? Because it's important for people to stop sinning. That's how they think. Okay? Well, because, the Bible basically says that. It doesn't really say it, but it's sort of saying that. Okay. So therefore, the church says, okay, if we say people are sinners and, they think about stop sinning, that will help them, maybe. The problem is, no, because the devil loves that. And the reason why the devil loves that is because when you fall, then he tells you you're absolutely useless. God doesn't love you because you're a sinner. You're a sinner. You do it all the time, so therefore, how can you be of God if you're doing that thing all the time? Yeah, and people believe it because, So, if you just focus on your relationship with the Father and His nature and who you are as a son, then pretty soon you will stop sinning. You will stop sinning. Because again, will you be absolutely perfect? And because obviously the problem is, right now in the world, if you speak truth, a lot of people think that's a sin. So is it really a sin? No. So again, will people think you're doing the wrong things sometimes? Yes. And sometimes you will do the wrong thing. Does it mean that's a sin? No. No. And again, what is a sin? A sin is supposed to be something that's getting in the way of your relationship with God. Well, okay. What if you just don't let that thing you do get in the way of a relationship with God? What if you still have a relationship with God even while doing those things? Is it therefore still a sin? This is the point, isn't it? Is it a sin? Because, what is a sin? Yeah. Again, we're on the new covenant, not the old one. So therefore, things are different now from that. So therefore, we should ask questions all the time. So therefore, maybe the next video will be talking about what is a sin. Because, So enjoy. I'll speak to you later. Bye bye.